TikTok has 800 million active users worldwide. It is available in 155 countries and 75 languages. It ranked as the top most downloaded app in Apple's iOS App Store for Q1 2019, with more than 33 million downloads. The TikTok app has been downloaded over 2 billion times on the App Store and Google Play. 41% of TikTok users are aged between 16 and 24. When it comes to the daily time spent on TikTok, users spend an average of 52 minutes per day on the app. 90% of all TikTok users access the app on a daily basis. In less than 18 months, the number of U.S. adult TikTok users grew 5.5 times. On July 22nd, the U.S. Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Government Affairs unanimously agreed to Senator Josh Hawley's proposal to prohibit federal employees and congressional staff from downloading TikTok on government-equipped official equipment. The entire Senate will vote next week. On the previous day, July 21st, the House of Representatives also voted on a similar proposal by Congressman Ken Buck. The result of the vote was 336 to 71, showing overwhelming support for the bill. With the support of the Senate committee and the passing of the House of Representatives, the ban on TikTok may soon become a law in the United States. In fact, on July 7th, President Trump also stated that he is considering banning TikTok in the United States. He told Gray Television at the time, "It's something we're looking at, yes." On July 15th, White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows once again confirmed to the media that the Trump administration is evaluating Chinese social media applications such as TikTok and WeChat. They are evaluating the potential risks to the national security of the U.S. posed by these mobile apps in collecting information from American citizens. He revealed that a decision could be made soon. "I think we are looking at weeks, not months," he said. From this perspective, as long as the Senate passes the bill, President Trump may soon sign the legislation to ban TikTok.
We're looking at TikTok. We may be banning TikTok. We may be doing some other things. There are a couple of options, but a lot of things are happening, so we'll see what happens. But we are looking at a lot of alternatives with respect to TikTok.
Mr. President, this suburban lifestyle dream.
People living in the suburbs will no longer have that problem. Thank you. No, I don't think he did. So, thank
you. TikTok's user privacy policy clearly states that it can record what websites the user usually browses, the user's typing habits, and can obtain photos, videos, and address books stored on electronic devices. It also tracks the user's IP address and GPS location, etc. According to the new national intelligence law passed by the CCP in 2017, every organization, institution, or individual citizen is required to support, assist, and cooperate with state intelligence work according to law. An open letter from ByteDance founder and CEO Jiang Yiming is circulating on the internet. Jiang Yiming promised in the letter to improve management, research how technology companies create more social value, and develop new strategic directions. The CCP has also sent party committees to ByteDance, where party branches were established in various departments and regional branches. ByteDance's party secretary, Jiang Fuping, is also the editor-in-chief and deputy general manager. He has the right to publish the final review and can determine the content of TikTok products. Despite this, the CCP was not at ease and still sent another 170 cyber police units to ByteDance. Various party and government agencies, official media, public security, traffic police, Communist Youth League, courts, and other institutions have also opened so-called government accounts to monitor the actions of netizens. Last year, an American girl mentioned in a video that the CCP had set up a re-education camp in Xinjiang.
Lashes, obviously, then you're going to put them down and use your phone that you're using right now to search up what's happening in China, how they're getting...
She only talked about the re-education camp, but in fact, this is a $1 million concentration camp set up by the CCP. But this mention caused her account to be blocked. TikTok issued a public statement apologizing for suspending the girl's TikTok account, but it has continued to deny the suspension had anything to do with China-related content. An expert once pointed out that TikTok has an office in mainland China that specializes in censoring foreign speech.
With respect to TikTok, I want to put it in the broader context. We have been engaged in a constant evaluation about ensuring that we protect the privacy of American citizens and their information as it transits. So this doesn't relate to any one particular business or company, but rather to American national security. And we are striving to get that light. The comments that I made about a particular company earlier this week fall in the context of us evaluating the threat from the Chinese Communist Party.
Liu Lipeng used to be a senior reviewer of Weibo. He once applied for TikTok's overseas review manager position at ByteDance. The HR personnel took him around the building, which meant that he couldn't look inside. He had to take a detour. Liu Lipeng said, "It felt like visiting the den of a drug lord." Later, he said, "They are directly censoring Americans' speech." The ByteDance staff have gone through over a decade of the Chinese Communist Party's CCP political indoctrination, people who are scared out of their wits by the CCP and live in fear. Having previously lived abroad for a number of years, Liu said he told the interviewer, "I understand more about how much Americans care about freedom of speech, and therefore we shouldn't overregulate." Liu was ultimately rejected because of those views, he believes. BBC reported that TikTok collected a large amount of user data, including what videos the user watched and commented on, location data, mobile phone model and operating system used, and the rhythm of keystrokes people exhibit when they type. National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien said in a radio program that TikTok also records the user's facial recognition information and can understand the user's social network. On July 14th, he said, "All that information is going straight to massive supercomputers' net cloud in China, so China is going to know everything about you. They will have biometrics on you." Another problem was pointed out by David Skillicorn, a professor at the School of Computer Science at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. TikTok also browses the content that users copy and paste on their clipboards. In other words, the private information stored on clipboards will be accessed and extracted by TikTok without people knowing. This risk to users is quite serious.
In general, there are two options for sanctioning TikTok. One is to include TikTok in the list of export control entities of the Ministry of Commerce, and the other is to implement a stricter review by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. The first option is to include TikTok in the list of entities. This approach is similar to the one applied on Huawei and on other CCP technology companies. It restricts its business dealings with the United States and does not allow American companies to provide it with technical, software, and hardware support. The most direct impact would be on Apple and Google. They must remove TikTok from the App Store and not provide updates. This will simply remove the root of TikTok. The second option is for the Committee on Foreign Investment of the U.S. Congress to implement a stricter review on TikTok. This censorship will fatally impact TikTok. The director of the Center for Strategic and International Studies on the CCP, James Lewis, said that the beauty of the situation is that the administration has all the cards. TikTok can't resist. TikTok could restructure its China business from its U.S. business. Some news reports indicate that TikTok has plans to break away from ByteDance and establish an independent American company. White House trade advisor Peter Navarro pointed out, if TikTok separates as an American company, that doesn't help us because we're going to have to give China billions of dollars for the privilege of having TikTok operate on U.S. soil.
The United States is not the only country that is fighting against TikTok. Many countries have already acted on it before the U.S. did. On June 29th, the Indian government announced that 59 applications made in China were banned, including TikTok. The Indian government stated that TikTok has damaged Indian sovereignty, integrity, and security. In India, TikTok has 600 million downloads, ranking first in the world. After it was banned by India, TikTok lost a lot of money. On July 15th, the South Korean Communications Commission issued a fine of 186 million won, about $154,300 to TikTok. The reason for the fine is that TikTok did not disclose its transfer of user information overseas and did not obtain the consent of the guardians when collecting personal information of users who are under 14 years old. On July 17th, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison indicated that the Australian government was having a good look at TikTok. He said, "If we consider there is a need to take further action than we are taking right now, then I can tell you we won't be shy about it." Last year on October 17th, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg said to Forbes, "While our services like WhatsApp are used by protesters and activists everywhere due to strong encryption and privacy protections, on TikTok, the Chinese app growing quickly around the world, mentions of these same protests are censored, even here in the US. Is that the internet that we want?" Former leader of the British Conservative Party, Sir Ian Duncan Smith, pointed out that TikTok has the ability to harvest data and is considered a security risk, not just in the UK and USA, but in countries as diverse as India and Japan. We need to treat it the same way we treat Huawei and ban it. Huawei is a surveillance tool used by the CCP to monitor the Chinese people. It is also a tool used to steal technological information overseas. Huawei is a critical weapon of the CCP, both internally and externally. As for TikTok, many countries are slowly realizing the threats it poses to national security. With more policies banning TikTok, it is slowly becoming the second Huawei.